Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come for me to rank every single Call of Duty Zombies map. This video was supposed to come out a lot sooner, but I forgot about it. But we're here, we're making it now, and I got a whole list to rank from worst to best. On this list, we are ranking 54 maps with some rules like the other two videos before this. Extinction will not be included. I didn't include it in the last video. I still will not include it. Some people rank it. I don't want to. Like the first video, Transit's going to be one map. I will not be ranking Town, Farm, Bus Depot, whatever the fuck. Outbreak from Cold War will be included, as well as Modern Warfare Zombies. And like the first one, I will not be ranking remakes. So that means no Black Ops 1 remakes. That means no Chronicles remakes. That means no remakes. It has to be different enough to be on this list. With that being said, this is probably my longest video and the one that takes the most amount of time to make. So it would be really appreciated if you left a like and maybe subscribed. This will probably be the last Zombies video for a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Zombies community is kind of weird right now. But I just wanted to finish the series and get this video out. So if there's any other ranking videos you want me to do for any other games, just leave a comment. I might do Resident Evil next. With that being said, I'm also separating the maps in tiers. So going down the list, I'll let you know when we get to each tier ranking. Starting at the bottom, we're in the F tier. Number 54, the worst zombies map of all time it's Fong. Surprise, surprise. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about these maps, especially because I talked to them in length in their own respective videos, so I'm just going to give you the Reader's Digest. The perk system in Vanguard in general is awful. The sacrificial hearts mechanic is awful. Fong is a objective-based map that has no Easter egg, and on launch had no pack punch camo and no wonder weapon. It's a fucking nightmare. It's awful. Number 53, the worst map in my first ranking video, Die Rise. Good God, I will die a happy man if I never have to play this map ever again. The layout's awful. For some reason, there's no PhD on the map, despite it being a vertically inclined map. Number 52 from World War II, I got The Tortured Path. Yet another objective-based mode on World War II, a game that Zombies mode is just really terrible. But this was slightly more memorable and slightly more enjoyable to play than these two. But that's not really saying much. Number 51, the worst Advanced Warfare map, Infection. The most forgettable, boring facility map, and it makes it even more annoying when they just close off certain areas of the map. You can't go back. It's fucking stupid. Number 50, again from Vanguard, that's two Vanguard maps now in F tier, the Archon. It's just Terra Maledicta, which I will be getting to in a few minutes here, but green and round based and has a really fucking irritating Easter egg. It's not fun to play. Speaking of Terra Maledicta, it's number 49. The only reason this is above it is because its Easter egg is slightly more enjoyable and easy to do compared to the Archons, which is tedious and annoying. Number 48, I have the Frozen Dawn. The only redeeming quality about this map is the wonder weapons. That's it. It's not very memorable. Number 47, I have another basic bitch facility map, The Beast from Beyond. Stupid fucking map layout. The only cool part about the map's the theater. The fucking cryptids are really annoying. The Easter egg is piss easy to have one of the most irritating and difficult boss fights in all of Zombies. Number 46, I have Alpha Omega. They just ported it from Blackout, threw zombies on it, and called it a day. It's fucking boring. It's so incredibly boring. There's really no innovation on that map whatsoever. At that point, I would just rather go play Nuketown, which, spoiler alert, is higher up on this list. Number 45, I've got Transit. I see a lot of people say that, oh, it's much better with friends. Oh yeah, it's much funner with friends. If that's the only thing to defend your map sucks. Number 44, I've got The Darkest Shore. This is just with Transit Fog turned up to 11 and a stupid fucking mini boss chases after you in a barely visible map. The wonder weapon's kind of cool, that's kind of it. Number 43, I've got Blood of the Dead. I've done the Easter egg way too many times to be proud of, and I will die a happy man if I never have to do it again. The map layout is straight up fucking disrespectful to Mob of the Dead, first of all, but it's just bad. It's so incredibly bad. Like, you have no reason once you leave the spawn to go back to the spawn. It's fucking stupid. Let's see, we're going through these kind of quickly. This is the end of our F tier, so we're gonna start now on the D tier. We're gonna kick off D tier with number 42 being Attack of the Radioactive Thing from Infinite Warfare. Significantly more enjoyable than Beast from Beyond, but that's not saying too much considering Beast from Beyond is just really fucking stupid. It's a pretty large map with graphics that make you question whether or not you're playing a PlayStation 1 game, but I just found myself enjoying it more than Beast from Beyond, so that's why it's in the bottom of D tier. Number 41, I have the first Cold War Zombies map, Firebase Z. Good god, this map is super fucking lame. The feature where you have to like defend the station, that like tower defense shit, is really fucking annoying. The wonder weapon was nerfed to shit. The Easter eggs really easy, and the boss fights really fucking easy as well. It's just not a very memorable map. This is without a question the worst Cold War Zombies map. Number 40, and I may catch heat for putting it this low, but it's Noctur Untoten. You cannot justify putting a map higher up on a list by just saying, oh, it was the first map ever made, you have to show it some respect. Yeah, it is the first map ever made, but it's also really fucking lame compared to the maps that came after it. Just because it's the first doesn't mean it should be higher up on the list out of respect. That's stupid. That's not how you should rank a map. Number 39 from Black Ops 4, we've got Voyage of Despair. It's clear they put a lot of detail into this map, and you can definitely see it, but a lot of the rooms end up looking the same. The Easter egg is really stupid. One of the biggest saving graces of this map, though, is the boss fight. It's one of the best of all time. A super intricately designed boss fight. It's difficult, it's fun, and it's amazing when you finally beat the boss at the end. Finishing off D tier here, I've got number 38, Shangri-La. It definitely looks a lot better on Black Ops 3, but that still doesn't really save it too much for me. It's just a really annoying map. I really don't have much fun playing it at all. D tier was pretty short compared to F tier. Now we're gonna go to the longest tier, C tier. Kicking off the C tier, we have number 37, Moon. I know I may catch some heat for it, but I can't do it. I can't. It's so boring. The Easter egg is mostly RNG, and it's really annoying to do. I just don't have fun playing on Moon at all. I can't do it. Number 36, I've got Shinonuma from World at War. Like I said, I'm not gonna do remakes, but Shinonuma from Vanguard is on this list. I think it's different enough to go on the list. It's cool. It's a cool little novelty to play sometimes just because of how broken Shinonuma World at War is. But besides that, I mean, it's really nothing special or really anything crazy. Number 35, I have the best zombies map of all time, Kino der Toten Black Ops 1. I see a lot of people putting Kino der Toten high on their lists, and I don't get it. It's basically just Der Riese, but worse. Like, it's cool to play every once in a while, but you're really gonna say that's better than Der Riese? I don't think so. It's really nothing special. Just above that, at 34, I've got Modern Warfare Zombies. It was just the same thing over and over again. I really just got bored of it after a while. Number 33, I've got the survival map from World War II, Grotzen House. Really fast-paced survival map, but a very much different feel from the rest of the survival maps on this list. Number 32, I got Carrier. In a way, it's just another facility map. I don't know, this one just has a bit more personality to me, at least. Number 31, I have Tag der Toten. If you would have asked me like a year or two ago, I would have put Tag der Toten a lot lower just because of how much I hated that map was the end of the Aether story. But I've grown to like it a little bit, so it's a bit higher. It's not one of my favorite maps of all time. It is, again, just kind of like a port from Blackout, but this one's alright. Number 30, I've got Descent from Advanced Warfare. Again, another facility map. I just think the Wonder Weapon's really cool. That's it. And the fact that it's majority underwater, and I'm still kind of salty that this was the only time we had a zombies map that was, for a good portion of it, underwater. Number 29, I have Outbreak from Cold War. This is basically a precursor to Modern Warfare Zombies. I just enjoy playing that one a lot more than Modern Warfare Zombies. I don't know why. Number 28, I have Buried. I'm probably going to catch some heat for putting it in the C tier this low on the list, but I just don't enjoy it. If you enjoy it, that's great. I am not one of those people. Number 27, I have Verrucht. World at War Verrucht has such a scary vibe that no Zombies map has yet to replicate. Not even the remakes of the map. The Black Ops 1 Chronicles remakes do not even come close to matching the vibe and the terrifying setting that the World at War Verrucht had. Number 26, I have Dead of the Night. It's not a map that I hate, but it's not a map I'm overly in love with. I don't see a lot of people who kind of just tolerate it. Like, I see mostly this is a map that people love, or this is a map people despise. There's really little in between on that. But for me, yeah, I am kind of in the middle. I don't hate it, but I don't really love it either. If there was a choice between Dead of the Night and any other map above it, I would pick that map. Number 25, I've got Nuketown Zombies. This map gets such an unnecessary amount of hate, and I just do not understand it. I think this map's a great time. I enjoy the aspect of the unknown and how like any perk that drops is totally random in a random order. I don't know, I just think that makes the gameplay more interesting. I don't get the hate that this map gets. Number 24, I've got Outbreak from Exo Zombies. I think this was a really good way to start the Exo Zombie storyline. This map's pretty simple and beginner friendly. The overall problem of Exo Zombies, like I said in the last video, is how every weapon feels so incredibly weak and ammo is so incredibly scarce. But this map's honestly pretty good to get you into Exo Zombies. Number 23, I believe the highest Vanguard Zombies map, Shinonuma Reborn. This is Shinonuma with a Wonder Weapon quest and a Mean quest, which immediately puts it above Shinonuma in my book. Number 22, I have Forsaken. It's a real shame that the end of Cold War Zombies was a map with an abysmal layout. The Easter egg is really fucking easy to do, and the boss fight's kind of underwhelming, but one of the big saving graces of this map is the Crystal Axe Wonder Weapon, one of my favorites, and I hope we get to see it again because I loved it. Rounding off C tier here, I've got number 21, Shaolin Shuffle from Infinite Warfare. I love the setting, the vibe, the kung fu moves. I think it's an overall pretty good map. I know the Easter egg has got some annoying steps, but that, honestly, they don't bug me too much if you know what you're doing. Take a deep breath. We made it through C tier with our sanities intact for the most part. Now we're going to get on to B tier. I'm sorry guys, that was really rude. Do you want some Sour Patch Kids? It's the blue ones, they're really good. Alright, welcome to the B tier zone, the bad bitch zone. Sometimes, starting it off, I've got number 20, Ascension from Black Ops 1. The first Zombies map to have an Easter egg. And it's underwhelming because, I mean, I guess it's their first egg and they're still trying to figure out what they're doing. It's a very heavily RNG based Easter egg. You have to get certain things out of the box, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but for the Zombies map with the first ever Easter egg, it's not bad. It's okay. The most annoying part of the map is the monkey rounds where you steal your perks, but it's not that bad. Number 19, I got 5. I know that's up to debate for a lot of people because like Dead of the Night, there's really only people who love the map or hate the map. There's rarely any in between, but I am kind of in between on this one as well. I think it's a really fun challenge, but I fucking hate that Pentagon Thief. It's awful, truly awful. Number 18, we've got the Shadowed Throne from World War II. I was told by Jonathan, aka Antarctica Vibes, that the only reason I like Shadowed Throne is because it's just Growred Crovey in World War II. And he may be onto something with that one. Number 17, slightly above 5, we've got Classified. I have a slight bias towards this map because I was one of the few to actually complete the Classified Easter egg, which, if you don't know, requires getting you to round 150. And I was one of the few people to do that without cheating or blue screening. So that's a bragging right I will hang on to until I die. Number 16, was it number 16? Number 16, I've got D Machine from Cold War Zombies. To start off Cold War Zombies, I think this map's pretty good. It does include Nocturne and Tone, but that's not the main focus of the map. The 4 elemental wonder weapon variants aren't the worst thing in the world. It's a pretty beginner friendly map to get you into World War II. To get you into Cold War. It's just not an overly astounding map, but it's not bad. It's pretty fun to play. Number 15 from Infinite Warfare, I've got Raven the Redwoods. I am still in love with the vibe of this map. The Easter egg's pretty fun to do. It's one of the easiest, if not the easiest one in Infinite Warfare Zombies. Number 14, back to Cold War Zombies, we've got Mauer der Toten, the highest Cold War Zombies map on this list. It is just a map pulled from campaign, but I still think it's pretty good. The Easter egg's pretty fun to do, and the boss fight's challenging as fuck. Finishing up the B tier here, we got number 13, Revelations from Black Ops 3. The steps on this egg truly are ridiculous and have nothing to do with the overall story of the map. And it's still pretty glitchy sometimes, but I don't know, I don't really hate this map. I actually really like it despite all its flaws. B tier was another relatively short one. We got through it together. We're gonna take a deep breath. And we're gonna go to the A tier. Welcome to the A tier. This is where shit gets real. This is where the maps start getting really good with little to no flaws. We are going to kick it off with number 12 being the highest Call of Duty World War II Zombies map on my list, the Final Reich. This map, unlike the rest of World War II Zombies, is actually kind of pretty to look at. The Easter egg's not too hard. The fact that it has a guided mode and a hardcore mode is something that we haven't seen in a long time. We are going to see it in Black Ops 6, which is good, but this was the first map to do it. The 4 elemental wonder weapons are actually pretty fun and easy to get, and really, I don't really have any problems with this map. Number 11, I've got Zetsubo no Shima from Black Ops 3. I think this map is criminally underrated. It's got a creepy horror vibe that very few maps are able to replicate. The spider boss fight where you're gonna upgrade the wonder weapon is actually really fun. It's a really unique idea to zombies. The Easter egg is a fetch quest, but it can be done pretty quickly and it's not too bad. I think the one downside, and it's really not that big of a deal to me, is the boss fight's piss easy. We're into the top 10 now. This is where shit gets scary. Number 10, I've got Der Riese. One of the most influential zombies maps of all time is gonna be the start of our top 10. I've seen a lot of people put it higher, and this may be a bit disrespectful putting it at 10, but I still think it's a really fun map. I just don't think it's as good as the maps above it. You can feel free to argue with me on that. I just don't think it's above these next maps. The first being number 9, Call of the Dead. This is another map that I think is just criminally underrated. I love the celebrity cast and the crew, and George Romero as one of the main bosses. I think the map layout's pretty good and the Easter egg's pretty easy to do. And even in the Black Ops 3 remake, the custom map, it's even better than the Black Ops 1 version. Number 8, I've got 9 from Black Ops 4. As one of the launch maps, it's truly incredible. I think the Easter egg is a truly amazing one, and the boss fight's epic as fuck. I think the one downside, and again, it's a very minor thing, the wonder weapon is kind of a worse wonder waff, but that's really it. Number 7, and I may catch heat for it, Origins. A lot of people, it's their number 1 favorite zombies map, and I just don't understand that. Yeah, it was fucking influential as shit. It was the start of our premise story. I'm not a huge fan of the map layout. The staffs are cool, but the Easter egg is incredibly tedious and not very fun. I just think it's a bit overrated, to be honest. And finishing off our A tier here, we have number 6 being Ancient Evil for Black Ops 4. I'm sure you've noticed this is my highest Black Ops 4 Zombies map. I have never had a bad time playing Ancient Evil. The reason it's not quite S tier for me, at least, is just because the boss fight, I kind of hate how like certain areas of the boss fight are just kind of closed off after a while, so you're left with this very tight space at the end. But besides that, it's a truly amazing map. This is it, the top 5, the S tier zombies maps. We've made it through the video so far, and if you're still watching, leave a like. Feel free to put your lists in the comment sections down below. I will definitely read them. I'm just kidding, I will. I love you. Kicking off the top 5 and the S tier, we've got Der Eisendrache. I think it's just a better Origins, to be honest. The Easter egg is incredibly fun and easy to do. The 4 elemental bow wonder weapons are insane. It's the first Treyarch Zombies map to feature a boss fight, a full-fledged boss fight. I'm not really counting the Shadow Man fight as in Shadows of Evil as a boss fight. It kind of is, but very barely. Number 4, I've got Mob of the Dead from Black Ops 2. This is the best Black Ops 2 Zombies map, and I will not be answering any questions. It's a vibe that's truly unmatched by any zombies map to date. The 4 monsters as the crew, the Easter egg is actually really easy to do. You're just kind of fly back and forth a few times, but the lore and story behind this map is truly amazing. It's a masterpiece. Number 3, I've got the highest Infinite Warfare Zombies map on this list, Zombies in Spaceland. For the first map in Infinite Warfare Zombies, they truly knocked it out of the park. They went above and beyond. Like, a zombies map in a fucking theme park is fucking amazing. I can't explain it. Like, I'm sure there's gonna be nobody who fights me on this, maybe about how high it is, but that's about it. This map is truly amazing. It's a fan favorite. Number 2, I'm sure you know what it is, Gorod Krovi from Black Ops 3. I've seen a few people say this Easter egg is tedious, and I just really don't think so. I think it's truly incredible. I think it's truly amazing. I will never not recommend Gorod Krovi. It's definitely one of the more challenging maps, to be honest, but it's still incredibly fun to play. And I'm sure you know what number 1 is. It's still Shadows of Evil from Black Ops 3. You know, what is there to say that hasn't been said already for Shadows of Evil? It gave us one of the best zombies songs of all time, Snakeskin Boots. The vibe of the city is truly something special. The map layout is incredible. It has one of the best wonder weapons of all time, being the Apothecary Servant. The amount of side Easter eggs on that map is truly amazing, considering that it was on Black Ops 3, which is almost 10 years old now. But yeah, there's my list. If you were still here watching, I really appreciate you. I know this was a long video, and even if it's just background noise while you're playing Subway Surfers, I appreciate you listening. Again, I'm sorry that it's been a little bit since I uploaded a video. I just forget to do it, and that's kind of it. If you do want me to do more ranking videos, let me know. Again, I'm probably going to do Resident Evil at some point, but we'll see. I truly am grateful for you. I love you so much. Do consider subscribing. I'm pretty funny, I think, sometimes. The next video may be more my normal style of content. You know, who knows? Fuck, you're so needy, bro. Shut up. Get a job. Go away. I'm sorry, that was rude.